My name is Allie. I am a Chief Operating Officer. I give Zoom 5 stars, and for more videos like this, click below. Over the last couple years, my company has explored various online video software programs for the clients that we serve, and we've searched high and low for different softwares that would be compatible with our needs and with the needs of our members. And some of the software platforms that we looked at for this video conferencing and meetings was GoToMeeting, WebEx, Google Meetings, and what we found with these is some of them just weren't necessarily very user friendly, and the people that we were working with were just much more familiar with Zoom. It was a wider known product, and we found we had a lot of technical difficulties with these other software platforms. We couldn't necessarily get the assistance on the technical side that we needed, and some of the back recording capabilities and sharing platform, and anyway, just the various offerings for these other platforms weren't as user friendly for a small company like us. We don't have a lot of staff to hire and assist with IT things or troubleshooting, and so I needed something that I could personally work with on a daily basis with very easy interface and not a lot of technical capabilities that were needed on my end. I did a lot of research before we chose Zoom as our webinar and meeting platform here at my company. And one of the things that really impressed me was the ability to get answers and information very quickly. I've spent a lot of time on their chat feature, talking with sales reps and service reps and people answering my questions and getting me help on my account, or answering questions that I had on how to use Zoom Webinar versus Zoom Meetings. So it was really helpful for me, someone that didn't have a lot of experience in these online meeting and webinar platforms, to know I could go and get that help and get it quickly, and get any issues that I had about that software resolved. So for me, that was the customer service was definitely the number one, but also as I was testing it out for a few weeks before we ended up purchasing it, I realized how easy it was to use. And for the people that we worked with, it really was something that they all were familiar with and what they all used. And I just really liked the flexibility in the plans and the pricing as well. They offered different tiers based on your needs and based on if you needed to store the recordings, or if you needed webinar versus just meetings, if you needed professional, how many people did you need to offer this to. So for me, being a very small nonprofit company, we needed that ability to choose different levels and what pricing fit in our budget. So overall, Zoom was just, for us, the smartest choice. Onboarding and integrating Zoom into our business was really easy. I was surprised when I opened up our account, downloaded everything I needed to. It was all so user-friendly, very self-explanatory. I didn't have to do a ton of research after that to figure out how to use it. I just went in, was able to easily navigate the platform. There were a few areas over the last few months, as I've upgraded our plan and used different parts of the Zoom webinar, where I did have some questions, but I was able to go to the chat function on the Zoom website and put in our account information and get answers very quickly. So onboarding and integrating was a breeze. I was very impressed with how easy it was to get the program started, send out meeting and webinar invites immediately, and just not have any gap in being able to pay for and use the program. Everything was so self-explanatory, and I was just really grateful that it wasn't a big headache on my end to get that system onboarded and integrated into our company. One of the biggest pieces of advice I would give you if your company is considering using Zoom meetings and webinars is to talk to your friends, colleagues, other professionals that are currently using Zoom, to really understand the capabilities and how it can service your company, but also what would you need out of Zoom. I get asked all the time from people in the industry or colleagues that have questions about Zoom webinar and what plan we use and what it offers. They have a lot of questions on, can you record? Can people unmute themselves? There's a lot that Zoom webinars can do. So if you're interested, contact people, get more information, get the real life opinion, because that's where you're going to get the most honest feedback. But also take a look at the Zoom website. They have a lot of really great information. They've got FAQs, they've got demos. You can go and do some trials. They've got great customer service. So really dig deep, do your research, and do compare it to other companies, because you're going to find that Zoom's the best.